What up, everybody? It's Ponzer here, and today we've got another game on Riviera. Guys, stop playing on Riviera. All I've been getting is Riviera replays. It's ridiculous. At least play a hometown game, or heaven forbid a seaside game. But yeah, we're back here. Hopefully, I'll get some other replays, but this is apparently a good game. It was played in February. Again, it's on Wickgate, which I'm still not going to talk about. But it's going to eventually be a 4v4. Currently, it's a 3v3. It's just going to be a really scuffed thing. Like, they haven't set up the I don't think they've set up the match mode stuff yet in Wickgate. So yeah, they're not proper match mode. So like, this is a public game, I guess, like a pub. So yeah, this is what we're starting with. It's actually not even going to be a 3v3 to start. It's going to be a 2v3 because Frenok is AFK. And this is going to be a story. This is coming from Kickapoo. And he says it's a good game. He got a lot of caps. So we're going to be watching, Mr. Captain Caps here, cap a lot. And also, this is, now I know, I didn't know who this was. This is Gen X. General X, and he's going to be playing air, and Kickapoo has some comments on the airplay that we're going to see. So we're going to watch the airplay. Is it going to be like a Peruvian suicidal style? Is it going to be, terrible micro? And also, they're starting with 3, so they don't even have, they do have a support, but I guess he spawned over here or something. That's kind of weird. But yeah. There's going to be a lot of discussion between General X and Kickapoo. Like, General X loves critiquing Kickapoo in the game, quite a bit. So, we'll be watching that. Like, and especially as air, this is why VC, I love flaming people when I'm playing air, but that's why you have a VC. You just go in there and verbally abuse your teammates and belittle them. You don't spend the time typing because you really don't have the APM as an air player to verbally abuse folks. So now we got 3, and Small Island is also joined, and Kisho Ninja. I don't know who that is. And just looking at the teams, it's like Parker, Donald, D-Moore, and Kisho, who's like a legit player. Obviously smurfing. He's in this good clan. I guess this is just one of those clans that everybody's joined. So he's a good player. And yeah, so we got a 4v4 finally. So really scuffed, 3 minutes. And look at that cap. Oh, beautiful. Right from underneath Donald Duck's nose. And this is going to be fun because it's going to be Donald versus Kickapoo Infantry. You love to see it. And look at this. They still haven't capped this. It's understandable in a scuffed start. So... And Kickapoo also said in the replay channel that this is lots going on. That's why I'm zoomed out a lot, just so we can keep an eye on things. So this still hasn't been capped. They're poking town. They're chopping it up over here. And they're chopping it up over here. So Kisho Ninja's the air. D-Moore is support. And Parker's armor. Okay. Yeah, Parker. Yeah. I will just say it's very difficult to play... armor on this map in a competitive, to go from pub armor to competitive 4v4 armor is a big difference. So a lot of players struggle with that, and a couple of these Wickgate pub games. But nobody's noticed that this hasn't been capped yet. I love this. It's been 4 minutes, almost more than 4 minutes, and in the meantime they're just going all the way in and just capping the town from underneath. The NATO team, which is pretty funny. And this is still, I think, yeah, they're not fighting over this. But yeah, this team has just gone all in there. And the issue, what this armor player should be doing is attacking here. There's no tanks here. You should get some light tanks and just chuck them here immediately if town's getting pressured. Still, no one's noticed. Would have loved to see Kickapoo do... I think Kickapoo hasn't noticed either. I think he assumed somebody else has sent the unit there. But yeah, you can assume nothing in these games. Assume people are idiots. That's the only thing you can assume. And man, I would love a heavy arty here. I just spent a lot of the last what is it called? The last Riviera game. And oh man, I'm just sick of Riviera, guys. I'm just sick of it. Oh, watch this TV though. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, finally they've noticed it. So General X has noticed it, and that's good. The air players should notice these things. Like that's kind of their job because they should be playing like macro style, like looking everywhere because they need to know where to go. And what's that? Oh, that's an napalm. Just got that AA. So these are good matchups. Like I love these matchups. Like you've got General X versus D-More, which is just pure hatred on both sides. You've got Kick versus Duck, which is again another disrespect. Like both of these players do not respect each other, and do not like losing to each other. So finally they cap it over there. Good job, General X. Yeah, good matchups overall, and the scores are going to be a little screwed up just because certain players started late, so we can't really follow the scores. Let's see, another wave of drops from Kickapoo. Drops on drops, literally. And Frenok is just not, like, completely, to criticize Frenok now, got the Eye of Sauron on him, you know, there's no tanks over here at all. And, like, they're getting beat up by light tanks. Like, when you see your support player being beat up by light tanks, what you got to do is say, where's my heavy to, like, do the zone protection? And all you need to do is put his heavy here. And look at this captain's just killing everything. So, yeah, you need a heavy here. What you don't want is any tanks over into this area because this is the kill zone. Like, never send a light up like this. It's going to get popped immediately. I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, there you go. You know, just chucking, just wasting stuff. Like, just go this way. And, I mean, that's where small is anyways. Oh, yeah, the problem with being in a replay from an infantry player is you hear all the stupid inf dying all day and then all the reinforcements and stuff. And this is an interesting decap from Small Island. Again, like, would love to see some tanks up here. Frenok is, again, doing the same thing over and over again, which is insanity. Trying to run up a thing. And here we go. Here comes the arguments. You are failing. Like, so he's talking to Kickapoo. At this point, like... Oh, my God, Frenok. What is that? What's that tank doing there? You know, guy, like, USSR, put... your tank here. Like, this is the only place for a heavy in the whole map. Like, there should always be a heavy here and then just lights everywhere else. You know, and then you don't have to think about it. You know, you can put that heavy here for a bit and then you pull him back, keep him guessing, you know. Every time they beat up that fort, you bring him back, fort up, and then immediately run away and hide behind here. And you just kind of want to bait the TA. And then maybe if you get a lot of... Oh, yeah, and here we go. D-More nailed General X here. You know, that's why you don't flame. Who dropped this? Artie? Okay, good Artie from Small. Yeah, you probably want to lead him a little bit. Both sides, this is just evolving into a standard, you know, windmill fight. And I don't get why General X is criticizing this. Like, you don't, like, in a match like this, especially at this point, like, we're in the nuke zone, you should be pushing mill. Where else are you going to push? The town? You know? And, you know, he's complaining about the drops up here, I think. Yeah, you're not supposed to defend fire base. Are you kidding me? Like he assumes that, yeah, I'm gonna clear it, like, because General X loves killing infantry with air, which is good. But you need to defend this. They just got to cap it. Now they're getting a tick advantage, even though they hold the windmill. It's like, what, you expect everybody to ram into town, and then you're just gonna collapse on this flank and lose? I don't know. Maybe I have to read his, like, 60-page guide with all, like, the wave theory and stuff and the, like, the metaphysical understanding of the game. But, you know, you should defend this. There should be a light tank or an APC up here because this is nonsense. Really smart from D-More, actually. He's crushing in, decapping. That's great stuff. That's really good stuff. And yeah, you can't really ball up here. In a 4v4, if you don't fight over the windmill and you get pushed out of town, which is the natural state, suddenly you're balled up here and then you're just going to get a nuke in the face, get put into the death position, get RD'd when you reinforce, and you lose the game instantly. So you cannot allow yourself to be lose the initiative basically as USSR and get forced into this this position. Like, this is the correct move. Like, I don't know why General X is talking shit. Like, your inf should not be in the center. You know, things are going bad if your inf is balled up in the center. And you should just be spamming shitheads and legging them up there. Like, don't waste your time with trucks. Just leg inf everywhere. And, like, have more inf in the middle, but I think they just keep dying. Like, yeah, they're just dying all the time. This is pretty embarrassing stuff. Letting him get in there. And yeah, I don't know what these TBs are about. Frenok is doing drops. Again, Frenok, chuck a light tank up there. I know their air is up there beating on them too, so the light tank won't last very long. But it's 600 it's 600 reinforcement points. Like, fuck. Let's see. Duck is transitioning into APCs, and I'm just waiting. When's the nuke gonna hit these guys? Like, these guys have been pretty profligate with the arties and stuff, so maybe that's all been consumed. But yeah, and this is drive into the air to air, man. Oh, Kisho flared out of it nicely. Man, if you're gonna YOLO your tanks towards the air player with no support, just park it, and you see an air to air go down, just right click into the air to air. Like, or actually, you should try to drag them through it. So right click to the other side. Like, light tanks are fast. Man, yeah, Frenok's not playing the greatest this game. You know, the gold is dragging him down. And yeah, in the meantime, no reps from Small. Small Island, it strikes me, he's like a very greedy, or he's not a greedy support player. He likes just all AA. And you get shit like this with a heavy tank just sitting here. Like, this is terrible. Like, think of the opportunity cost. Like, this thing can't do anything. It can't, like, it's going to die instantly. But it's just eating into your reinforcement points. Like, this could be 2 light tanks being chucked up here capping. But it's just sitting here. And now they're really, like, look at where USSR is. They're stuffed up here in the middle. Like, well, they're basically wiped. Like, the only person with units is Kickapoo, who still has a pretty good spread of inf. But everybody else is balled up. There's no reps. They're getting pushed everywhere. This keeps getting decapped. Like, this team is pretty good in terms of just decapping the mansion. And that's a really good trick if you're not getting pressured in town anymore as NATO, and you're not getting pressured on Windmill. All you have to do is decap mansion a whole bunch, force them into getting balled up, and then nuke. And I'm just waiting for the nuke. I think once it may be TA management on this team. Like, Demore should have it. Like, Demore is having a great game. Like, he's like that is his bread and butter, is just whoring score and then dropping a nuke in people's faces. But yeah, they got capped. The rep tank's not repping. Look at the star. The star sniper, though, is based. Just, how do you get a star sniper at this point? Like, nobody's killing this. Like, you guys can usually, you can definitely see a star sniper firing when it's firing, man. Like, it's hard to miss. There's like a big big yellow line pointing right at it, and it's just boop boop boop. Give us the order, and the reinforcements will be yours. And I wouldn't even want to run it out there because it's gonna get killed immediately. And Demore has a Mad Arty. You can see that he's shooting into the spawn, but he's gonna do it. He's gonna expose the sniper. Sniper team ready. And yeah, this is it's not looking good. Frenok is up here again. Yeah, like, this team is all up in their business, man. They got air and support, constant drops, constant TA, and there's the ink. Uh-oh. And again, the team's all balled up. Frenok has to, like, suicide. General X is flaming. You know, what more do you want from a Wick game? And, you know, people were saying, you know, Kickapoo must need some Tylenol after this. Because, or like probably something a little stronger than Tylenol. Because that's tough. That's tough. But the team doesn't lose faith. Frenok didn't get wiped. Like, again, that nuke, probably not the greatest timing. We'll see if the hindsight proves that correct. Because again, there's a lot of stuff in the mill, and this is why you attack the mill, guys. Because you're not going to get nuked up there. Like, if you're so up on the mill that somebody nukes you up there, you know, you're laughing. You've won the game just off of that. But things aren't looking good in the center. They were pretty slow. Like, that was a weirdly placed nuke too. Like, what? I wonder who did that. I should have. Was that Demore's nuke or Parker's nuke? I mean, somebody will tell me in the comments. But whoever did that fucked it up. Like, it should have gone over here. So, yeah, that was a fail nuke. Still, I mean, it's still working pretty well. There's a star AA up here. Oh, my God. Small island. But they're in a good position up here. We'll see if they can hold on to that. Really devastating up here. Like, an APC and an A... Like, why even send an AT up there? Like, that's disrespectful. Like, damn. And yeah, like General X is just sending, piecemeal. You can't send shit up there piecemeal. Just a lot of heavies, man, out of Parker. I don't really like this at all. Should have got more lights. Like you have the one ranked up heavy and it stays right there, and then you just send lights forward. Like, what is this gonna do? Die to air? That's good stuff. Yeah, lots of TA being thrown down up here. A whole heavy air support. That's questionable. I don't really like heavy air supports up there. Like, it's not unless the air flies into it. That'd be funny. Oh please. Oh no, he's gonna scare him away. You got casualties. Can it at least get this? Is he gonna fly into this or drive into it? There we go. I mean, yeah, again, it doesn't matter. Like if you just drop a heavy already and kill the support, then the air can clean it up. And let's see what's going on over here. Okay, they finally. I couldn't even look at that. Just disgusting what's going on up there. So it's 4 minutes left. It's not looking good for the USSR team. They finally have this. They finally have the mill. What do you do as a USSR team if you haven't touched the town all day? I'll give you guys a few minutes to guess what you do in this situation if your town push has never got off the ground. Yeah. And in the meantime, they're just trying desperately to get the mansion back. But they haven't had the mansion like the whole time. But now finally, things are beginning to tell. Suicidal armor pushes, unsupported. What the hell is this? And then, oh yeah. An air nuke. So General X probably wanted the team to push the town the whole time. Like, that's what he was kind of yelling at Kick about. So he's going to really go after the town in his own way by dropping a nuke on it. And that's a nice nuke, and that's all it takes to get a big tick advantage. Now all I have to do is get the mansion back, and then they can start pushing town properly. And that's what you do. I like the mill push better because the mill push is offensive, spreads you out, so it protects you from that nuke, and it forces, and it's defensive because it kind of defends this. Of course, you are going to get attacked in the mansion, but it's a lot easier for you to get that mansion decapped and recap it over and over again and actually get a lot of score. So it's not the worst thing in the world if you hold the mill. Like, I would trade the mill for a mansion decap any day as USSR. And then you nuke, and then you do this. Like, oh, this is awesome. This is so awesome. The precision already is not awesome. I don't know who did that. But look at all these drops. And boom, they get a miraculous an air tank drops 30 points worth. So General X had like 100 TA. So he wasn't given TA to kick the whole game. Just hilarious. But everybody was doing drops, the whole team. Love to see it in a 4v4. Would love to see a heavy tank here. And General X also got his own Jeep too. That's hilarious. What a greedy air player. But the tick is on. Like, they're going to get the mansion, whatever. He kind of fucked up his own cap there. Like, that tank should have gone here. And the light should have capped that. But now all the support's pretty much dead, and General X can clean this up. And Kickapoo's doing the right thing, just spamming the APCs now. It's APC time. There's a minute left. You got maybe 1 or 2 spawns left. And there's nothing NATO can do because they've kind of frittered away their TA. And again, it's one of those things, like as 4v4s, you really have to be careful about your TA use. Again, you got to time your nukes right. You got to time the arties right. You got to be careful with your drops because, you can throw them away so easily on this map. And yeah, you can't waste it because then you get into a situation like this and just start losing really badly. Like the tick can swing on you so fast. You get pushed over. And now, with just a minute left, the team has come back. it can change so fast. And there's more airdrops. And look at this. Light tanks from General X. Kickapoo's is going all out with the drops, just spamming drops. Love to see it. They're going, they're doing some unsupported drops again. You can't throw drops like that unsupported. And they're just falling apart. D-Moore is YOLOing up there. It's too late. Once you lose the town as US or as NATO, it's over. Just the tick gets so extreme, and man, it's almost a total dom. Once they get the mansion, that's a total dom. Boom, there it is. Oh well, no, they decapped that. So yeah, that's a GG on Riviera. Good job from yeah, that's a monster game from Kickapoo. Yeah, 1300 cap just from capping, and the tactical aid, like that shouldn't be. As an air player, let's be real. Like you should not be getting the highest score on tactical aid. Like something has gone terribly wrong at that point. D-Moore with the reps. Yeah, this team really struggled. I don't think D-Moore and Parker, they couldn't really get it together. Donald, like if Donald's not getting all the TA as inf, he's not going to beat Kickapoo. Who I guess Small Island was giving Kickapoo TA because like General X clearly wasn't. And Frennock had a decent game, made a lot of mistakes as armor. I guess some of these guys are rusty. This is just a really tough armor map. Especially, I don't think a lot of people have transitioned fully into the light tank spam meta. But yeah, a good game from General X. Just very greedy, indeed. But yeah, that's a GG. No more Riviera games, guys. I'm sick of it. Like I'm not gonna do another one. I don't care. Not until I go through a full cycle of other maps. There are other maps. You guys talk so much shit about, oh, Wickgate, we put all the maps in, like all our little nighttime maps. I haven't seen nothing. You guys just keep playing Riviera over and over again. So, get your shit together, guys. Yeah, that's it for me. Take it easy, and later.